Natsu meeting Larcade is a possibility that is pretty likely to happen at this point in the fairy tale manga. In the previous chapter, Larcade said that he wanted to meet Natsu in the war, so something tells me it's going to go down, and very soon at that. I'm not sure if I can believe it'll happen next chapter, simply because of the fact that both Natsu and Grey are out cold pretty much, so it may take a little bit longer than that. I'm thinking a few chapters ahead though. I mean, it's likely that we're going to see Natsu wake up in chapter 510, since it's titled Natsu's Heart. So what would happen if these two monsters meet? I mean, they're both confirmed Dragonils, practically bound by blood. Big thing to note though is that Natsu doesn't actually know this, so I'm guessing this is how it's going to go down. But there are a million ways it could happen. I mean, what if, after waking up, Natsu and Happy are met by either Frosh or Lecter, or both of them, who comes to warn them about a sinister foe by the name of a Larcade Dragonil, and this will spark Natsu's interest immediately. After hearing about another Dragonil that isn't Zeref, he will rush to the scene, and we may see Larcade fighting someone, possibly Sting and Yukino. The only reason I say Sting is the fact that Yukino obviously cannot take on Larcade alone, and Sting and Yukino are tight. I mean, imagine once Natsu gets there, both Sting and Yukino will be, well, they're really pretty worn out, struggling just to stand up probably, and he will see Kagura on the ground covered in blood. I imagine a fight will not go down from the start between Natsu and Larcade, because there is a pretty high chance that Larcade is going to speak with his hated uncle after finally getting to meet him face to face. That said, we know that Natsu is not one for waiting around for his opponent to keep talking, Natsu vs Jackal being a pretty good example of that. With an explosive start, Natsu will most likely begin to attack Larcade after understanding that it's pretty clear Larcade is not planning on walking away without a fight. As for how this battle will go down, I have a few ideas, but I won't mention them all. I will mention one though, the one I think is most likely to go down. This is the part where lots of people may or may not lose their shit when hearing me say it, but I think Natsu is going to absolutely tear Larcade apart. But not entirely. Here is why. Since I said I don't think this is happening in 510 already, I believe Natsu is going to wake up with strength he didn't have before facing Grey, meaning that he will have much more power, while being able to control himself, unlike when he fought Grey, where he was consumed by hatred and despair after thinking Lucy died. But I don't think it's going to be entirely one-sided. I mean, we did see what Larcade did to Kagura, and Kagura is a very powerful character in the series, even if people don't realize it. To clarify what I think about their battle, Natsu will start off absolutely demolishing Larcade, but Larcade might actually recover after understanding Natsu's magic, because he might not know what magic Natsu uses. I don't think they'll get to finish their fight though, because Larcade is a pretty important character from what we can tell, since he's said to have the most potential to go up against Acnologia, at this point anyway. So yeah, that's all for today guys. Let me know what you think about this theory on how Natsu's encounter with Larcade might go down. And if you did, please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more fairy tale content. Bye.